and we're playing versus Vishy for winners round 4. Now let me get Vishy's team. For those of you guys who don't know Vishy, they go by Flying Falcons. They're a good friend of mine. So, I know he loves to run hyper-offensive teams with, like, Whimsicott and all of that stuff. He always does very well on the ladder. So here's Vishy's team. And yes, it's hyper-offense. Who's shocked? I'm not shocked at all. The Metagross was annoying. The Metagross basically forced me to say, okay, I need to bring Dragapult into this. Because Dragapult will still put in work versus Kyurem anyways, as long as they don't get, like, a Tailwind thing. They don't have Protect on their Whimsicott, which is huge. Like, it's very important. And their the instant having Darkest Lariat was very annoying, though. I will admit that. My thought process was, I can lead instant Zacian into this. I think this is the best lead to go for. These nicknames are wild. They really are. Okay, why isn't this not fun? I thought if they lead, like, Metagross, plus Whimsicott, I can just substitute and stall them out that way. If they lead Zapdos into my Intimidate, I just kill it with the Behemoth Blade. So I didn't really see an issue to lead Zacian plus Incineroar here. I thought this was my best lead. Okay. So that's the game plan, and let's go into this. Let me skip. Marco told me the weather was hard to pilot and wouldn't do well in open team sheet. It did well in Oceania too. Yeah, so Marco was definitely wrong. I think there was like 2 or 3 people that cut with it in Oceania. Was there anybody else that cut with it in North America? Okay, that's fair. Yeah, you're right. It is Oceania. You were right. It is Oceania. So this was really nerve-wracking to lead. Like, I hate playing hyper offense because it feels like making a call each turn. So Whimsicott Zapdos leads. I'm like, okay, this is a straightforward Behemoth Blade fake out. Like, there was no issues here. Because I know I killed this Zapdos. The Zapdos is not Focus Sash, it's Lumberry. So even though, like, you guys can be nervous and be like, oh no, I let Intimidate into this, don't worry, I knew what I was doing. I don't know why I was thinking a lot this turn, though. Like, I'm not sure what I was thinking about. I think I was trying to plan the turns, like, 3 turns, like, trying to plan ahead what would happen next turn. I was trying to play 3 turns ahead. Like, I knew what I wanted to do this turn, but I didn't know what I want to do after. That's why. So I go for Fake Out. They don't protect their thing. They can't protect their Whimsicott, but they can protect their Zapdos. They didn't protect. Zapdos is gonna get destroyed by this Behemoth Blade. There's no chance it lives. So it's already an amazing turn 1. So I thought, okay, Kyurem's gonna come in, they're gonna click Tailwind, and they're gonna force me to be uncomfortable, right? So, knowing Vishy, I've played Vishy before. I know how he plays. He's gonna read me to protect. So he's gonna hit the instant. So I'm gonna Behemoth Blade the Kyurem. Generally, he's very read-based, from what I know. So I'm gonna not hesitate. Like, I know it sounds crazy that I'm hitting this Behemoth Blade into Kyurem after their Tailwinding, but trust me, this is the correct play. So Kyurem's gonna max. They're gonna go for Tailwind and max Quake. The question is, do I get the call right? Tailwind comes out. Max Quake. And it goes into Instant. Yep. So I was right. And now, guys, let's be honest. This Kyurem has no chance at living this Behemoth Blade. Like, there's no sash on it, there's no Babiri Berry, it's gone. So they've lost their max, they're two big damage dealers. And this game is basically over. So that was game 1. Which didn't make me feel comfortable at all. I hate having to make reads like that. Because I don't know if they're going to do the same thing again. And their last is Aleki, and Aleki's not beating Dragapult and Zacian. Yeah, this game... Dog! I wish I had a dog plush. I need a Zacian. But yeah, I'm just gonna be safe, max my thing, and double the caught. And they forfeit, so... That was a good first game. Very quick. The question is, can I do that again? And I think I stuck with the same game plan, but I still was very uncomfortable. Yeah, they really did. Honestly, I'm not shocked. That's what I expected. Like, I think those are by far the 3 best restricteds in the format right now. But there is some, like, there's still merit for other ones, like Yveltal, Dialga, Palkia, and Duskmane, and Solgaleo. Those ones are good too. The rest I don't think are that good. Sorry, I forgot about Calyrex. I don't know why I forgot both of them. But, I think I was thinking about, like, how he wanted to adapt. I just didn't feel comfortable at all. Because I was like, are they gonna bring Metagross? Because Metagross makes me nervous. Like, I really hesitated on this lead, and I think I changed it up, which was a big mistake. I don't know why I changed it up. It was completely incorrect. I had the right play the first time. But I was like, you know, this is game 2. I could just adapt now and change it back if I lose this game, right? Because I figured they'd max the Zapdos this time, or they'd lead the Metagross. And I forgot what they did. They went for Whimsicott Kyurem, which is, let's be honest, that's not shocking at all. But this is terrible. Like, I don't like this position at all. Because I'm very well aware that Wyrmwind does not KO Kyurem. Kyurem has a lot of bulk on it. A lot of HP and a lot of physical bulk. Well, okay. Has a fair amount, because it's a restricted, right? Like, I'm not going to be able to kill it. The HP is the problem, because when it maxes, it gains so much. So, I was very uncomfortable. Like, I could switch to Zacian, but what if they call that? What if they hit the instant here? You know, there was so many different things going through my head. Honestly, this music is very fitting for this turn. Because now I feel very uncomfortable. I think I chose to Wyrmwind and was hoping they wouldn't target the Kyurem. First of all, I don't know why I did that. I think I should have just committed to the Whimsicott, if anything. I should have just committed to the Whimsicott. Because then they wouldn't have got Tailwind. But then they would have got their Aleki in still, and it would still be annoying. So it doesn't really help me. But it still would make positioning easier than having to deal with full turns of Tailwind, right? Okay. So yes, they maxed their Kyurem. I know I can't kill them. But I was just hoping they wouldn't target my Dragapult. And I go for the Wyrmwind into the thing. I wasn't sure on this calc, but I was pretty confident it wasn't killing. And as you guys can see, it doesn't kill. Because this, even in hindsight, this play didn't make sense. Even if I was predicting them to not target the Pult, like, I would Phantasm the Cot, right? I would Phantasm and do it that way. But yeah, they hit Pult correctly, and I lose Pult turn 1, which is terrible. And now I think I pretty much lose. Like, it comes down to calls. So this game is really, really stupid because I hate having to make calls turn 1. I don't like that. But the hail being up is horrible because I lose my Sash this way. And they get a free Quake and an Instant. Like, they have no reason to not Quake Instant here. Because I have 3 ground weeks. Like, there's no switch-ins. I just Thunderbolt into Kyurem, I think. Or did I Electro Web? I don't remember what I did. I Electro Webbed. Because it was going to die to Life Orb anyway. They maxed Guard, actually. Which, it meant that they wanted to get their pressure on the field. That's what they wanted. Like, they didn't want to have, like, a Whimsicott. Like, they didn't want to lose their Kyurem, right? Which makes sense. I agree with that guard. I think that guard was very smart. Because now they can bring in another attacker and threaten me. And unfortunately, Kyurem is going to be faster than my Aleki. Because Tailwind. And they're most definitely timid max speed. Incineroar is going to come in. And they're going to fake out my... what did I fake out? I don't even remember what they faked out. I'm trying to remember what they faked out here. I tried to Parting Shot and Protect or Electro Web. I Electro Web because I wanted to pick something. I think Protect was really stupid. I think Protect didn't help me at all because I'm just getting hit by hail anyways. Like, there's no reason to preserve my health. But yeah, they have to fake out here. And they fake out Instant. Quake goes into Aleki. Now, looking back on this turn, if I did Protect, that could have helped me. It could have helped me. Because that forces them to split their damage again. So I should have Protected. But I just didn't see a reason to. That's the one scenario in which... Because I thought the fake out would be going into Aleki, right? But... now... technically there's still a chance. Because I'm thinking, okay, they have Tailwind, but, my Zacian will be faster than them still because it's an Incineroar, right? And they're not going to be able to kill my, my Zacian with their Kyurem, and they'll just die to Life Orb. So I still think I'm in a prime position to win this game. And they can't kill my Zacian at full health anyway, even if they somehow outspeed. Earth Power comes out, goes into Instant, picks me up. Not shocking at all. So I'm like, okay, I just Sacred Sword, I should be faster. If I'm not, I'll live. They outspeed somehow. And they kill me. So, this instant, what speed did it hit? It hit it was like 140 speed EVs. They needed 140 speed EVs to outspeed me. And they actually had 140 speed EVs. Which is insane. And that Incineroar was, very strong. Like, it had a lot of attack investment. Because this is a bulkier Zacian. Tailwind. But it had 140 speed EVs to actually outspeed. Yeah. So, let me update the current set. Yeah, it's like Adamant with 140 speed. So I'm like, how am I supposed to predict this? So now game 3. Now, it's still weird because I have to make a call. And I don't like making calls. Yeah, that caught me off guard too. I was shocked. I was like, okay, I think I'm fine. It moved first. So I'm like, okay, so it doesn't have much attack. It just has all defense. No, it just killed me. So that shocked me. So I still have to play this turn 1. It all comes down to turn 1. And I really hate this. But this is like the fastest set ever. Like, I had a lot of time in between rounds after this. But I locked again, and I was thinking, okay, how are they gonna adapt into game 3? I imagine they would go with the same lead, Whimsicott, Kyurem. But how are they gonna play it? I played a 4-turn set. Did you win in... Oh, yeah, you did win in 4 turns, right? Isn't that the TPL one you're talking about? Oh, no, it's a different thing. Okay. So you played 2 4-turn sets. Alright. So this is still stupid. Because I have to make a call. Are they gonna stay in? Are they gonna let me kill the Cot? Are they gonna protect their Kyurem? We don't know. So I was like, okay, if they protect their Kyurem, I can sub. I really thought they were gonna protect their Kyurem or switch. I thought there was 2 and 3 chances they would do that. And the 1 in 3 chance they don't do that, it would suck. So I chose to sub instead of attacking the Kyurem. They didn't protect their Kyurem. I could have just killed it. So I'm like, okay, where's this Earth Power going? It has to be going to Zacian, right? Like, that's what it is. And that annoyed me. So I already got the turn wrong. I could have just won turn 1. So now I have to make a call again. And I'm like, okay, this time is he gonna read my protect, or is he gonna Quake Instant? This time I protect. Kyurem protects. Which is really annoying because he burnt my protect that way. So now he has no reason to not Quake my Zacian. But there isn't much I can do about that. So I already got both turns wrong. Imagine if I just subbed that turn. Would've been great. But there was no way I was doing that. Or switched. But yeah, now there's no reason for them not to hit the Zacian. Like, they pick whatever they want. Honestly, I should have just switched. I should have just switched to a Lucky. I should have sacked that and played that way. Because there's no reason... They're always going to hit Zacian. They go for Moonblast, hit Zacian, and they Quake into Zacian. And this game is pretty much over now. And that's really upsetting, because I can't believe there was 2 turns where I could have just won. He would have just gave me the Kyurem turn 1. Like, I cannot believe that. I also expected them to switch in their Incineroar and try and intimidate me. Because I thought minus a neutral Behemoth Blade wouldn't be able to kill a max Kyurem. Well, that's what I thought. Like, I'm pretty sure... Well, I guess mine is different. Mine is not Jolly, it's Adamant. So it probably would kill it. I'm pretty sure it kills still. So I should have known that calc. I should have just committed to Behemoth Blade. But... that's really frustrating. Because it's all about making calls turn 1, and I hate that. It makes me so uncomfortable when I have to make calls like that. So, I don't know how I win this at all. Like, I guess I can stall his max, but that doesn't really help me. Their Kyurem's at -1, but, like, it's still a Kyurem in the end of the day. So, as you can tell, I was really thinking. I was thinking a lot in this tournament. I normally don't think this long. You guys see me on stream all the time. I never think this long, but I was actually trying. But they Moonblast Incin, get Chip on me, and Hailstorm into the Alecki because they want to hit this through the Sash. Alecki's still a frail piece of garbage, so I'm obviously going to get taken down to Sash. Even though it's -1, it's still going to get taken down to Sash. And I think I went for Parting Shot again, or did I Flare Blitz? I Flare Blitzed, okay. I mean, I could have went for Parting Shot again, but, like, that doesn't really help. Like, technically, Polt could have done something. But the amount of stuff that Polt needs to do to actually win this game is ridiculous, because they have Lariat Incin. I can't beat it. The Lariat Incin is the problem, and it has, like, 1,000,000 attack EVs. So, they bring in Alecki, which I'm very confused about. I don't know why they didn't bring in Incin. But I don't remember what I did this turn. Yeah, we both played Kyurem White. We also played another Pokemon, which I will... It's in 2 sets, you'll see. We actually played really similar things, which is really funny. But I'm, like, desperately trying to find a way out of this. There's no way I can win this. Like, I have a max, but eh. I could have tried to kill... Okay, I could have killed Kyurem here. I don't know why I didn't kill Kyurem. I don't know why I didn't kill Kyurem. I think I should have killed Kyurem. I don't know why maybe I thought it was going to guard. Oh, yeah, the Alecki went for Protect. Why did I not kill the Kyurem? I don't agree with that. That was a throw. They just Wormwind Incin, which is fair. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't hit the Kyurem. I would have killed it. Wait, they lower my attack because of Turbo Blaze. I just noticed that now. I completely forgot they could do that. I wouldn't have killed the Kyurem. No, they didn't read a switch. That was my last mon. They literally did that because they could lower my attack. Which I completely forgot they could do. When was the last time you guys have seen Dragapult get their attack lowered? By Wormwind. So now... I went for Wormwind into the Kyurem. Could you imagine if Aleki got Mold Breaker? I mean, it would be worse because it doesn't have the broken transistor boost, right? Like, the only reason Aleki is so broken is because of transistor. Without it, it is pretty weak. So, like, I was trying to see if there's any way I can win still, even though I have max. Like, I had the max, I might as well try. But I lost my attack stat, which is really bad. I can't beat the, Incin. And the problem is the Incin has, like, a million attack EVs in Lariat. Like, if it was no attack Incin, like Flare Blitz and stuff, I could actually beat it, but I cannot. Yeah, for sure. So, I think I was, again, trying to think about how I can still win this game. And I don't know what I chose. I was trying to think between Wormwind or Phantasm. There's Citrus on their Incin, so even if I Dart, like, I'm gonna proc a Berry. And I have to take 2 Lariats, which is very unlikely that's going to happen. Because my max is going to be ending at the end of this turn. I think I went for a crit here. I tried to go for a crit. I thought Wormwind was better this turn on the Incin. Imagine if my attack wasn't -1. I actually think I would have won. I didn't realize that. That Wormwind actually won them the game. I was very confused why it didn't do much damage at all, but now I realize there's Wormwind. That's really interesting. I also think I could have won if I... No, I don't know. Yeah, and yes, I died to the Lariat, because it has a million attack, so... That's unfortunate. Too many calls, I couldn't get them all right.